5?
Jesus.
They don't make them light.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm John Early, and I'm with Mubi at Posteritati. This is so incredible. And my commentary ends there. I'm kidding. This is Paul Verhoeven's Showgirls, arguably my favorite movie of all time. I, of course, famously in 2012 recreated a scene, a shot-for-shot scene from it on YouTube.
Girls! This is Nomi.
Hey.
Nikki, Julie, Dina, and you know Gay.
How you doing?
They'll run you through it once, you just watch, and then we'll blend you in.
Have you eaten anything yet?
No.
Jack, what do you want?
Burger, fries, and soda.
Let's get some brown rice, vegetables, and a bottle of Evian.
Got it.
All right, let's line it up. No. Come take a look at this first. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Never quite went viral. I'm not upset. I've never seen, this is the Japanese poster, the theatrical release I've just learned from the beautiful staff here. So it came out in Japan in 1997. And even though the movie came out in 1995. And I mean, I've just never seen Showgirls marketed in this way, in this kind of painterly vintage way. It almost feels like they were hip to how good this movie was before the rest of the world. It's obviously taken years for this movie to be reevaluated as the masterpiece that it is. You know, I think in America at least, how it was first marketed to me as a child was like, it just looked like an NC-17 movie, which of course did its job. I was humping the couch, okay? But this, I feel like, is bringing out the kind of its true nature as an art film, and as, you know, highlighting Paul Verhoeven as an auteur and Elizabeth Berkley as the superstar that she is. It's so gorgeous, and I encourage you all. I found this through the Posteritati website, and you guys should all go to the website and buy it yourself. Just kidding, I'm buying it today. Okay, next poster. Well, so Sarah Sherman, Sarah Squirm, came on this show before me, and she took my polyester poster.
Well, of course I have to talk about this poster. This is my favorite movie.
That I wanted to talk about. Polyester, maybe also my favorite movie. It's hard to say. But so then I was looking into the Desperate Living poster because I wanted to talk about the Italian gigantic Desperate Living poster with like a painting of Jean Hill, and like it says Punk Story, and it looks like a Toulouse-Lautrec painting. And but the good people at Posteritati did not have access to that at the moment due to not having it. And they so kindly brought me this extremely rare poster from the original release of Desperate Living. It's, as you can see, it's a very strange size, but this is from the opening credits of the movie. I believe this is the shot in the opening credits when it says directed by John Waters. I think. If not, I'm sorry. It says, those with a discriminating sense of humor will probably get sick all over themselves from laughter. Oui magazine. Oui is yes in French. Now we have the Japanese Night of the Hunter poster. This is when it was first released in Japan, 1981. But it came out in America like 1950. I want to say 5. Pause.
Don't move.
I'm staying right down the barrel.
55.
1955. Interesting. I got it right. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, but this also happens to be one of my favorite posters of all time. First of all, it's not vertical. This is just such an interesting scene to show, and it foregrounds, like, you have Robert Mitchum here in the very, very back, very, very small. But you know, he's obviously the kind of big movie star of this movie, next to Shelley Winters, I guess. But he's normally the main image of all the posters. But I just love that this shows the kind of later part of the movie with Lillian Gish and the children.
And when little King Jesus' Ma and Pa heard about this plan, what do you reckon they went and done?
They hid in a broom closet.
They hid it at the porch.
No, they went a-running.
Well, now, John, you're right. That's just what they done.
This is one of my favorite movies of all time. It makes me uncontrollably weep. You know, this is just a truly beautiful painting. Does this capture the spirit of the movie? I mean, I would say it captures the beauty, not quite the humor, but like, I love it. She's looking at our girl is looking at the ship where she has a sexual encounter in the film. Oh, also, I should say about this movie, like, no one has ever come close to portraying a fag and fag-hag relationship in a movie. You know, it's always done so caustically and so, like, paper dolly. And this movie, it's like the most tender, beautiful friendship ever. It's just unbelievably gorgeous. You should all watch it.
You'll be your usual self once you get used to the idea.
And what is my usual self? My usual self is a very unusual self. And don't you forget that, Jeffrey Ingham. I'm an extraordinary person. There's only one of me, like there's only one of you.
We're unique.
Young.
Unrivaled.
Smashing.
We're bloody marvellous.
This would have been like in the theater. You get your popcorn, you get your cherry Coke, and you get your Tarashi honey. This is on cardstock with some clips so that I don't get my essential oils all over it. But happiness, you know, just total, it's scripture, you know, it's a masterpiece. Todd Solondz, I'm always trying to retrain myself to say Todd Solondz, not Salons, you know, Rihanna. Jane Addams, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Cameron Manheim. I saw Dylan Baker last night at a Broadway show. We were just in the line for the bathroom together. Number one. But I wanted to also bring this up last because this kind of connects beautifully to another acerbic yet lyrical, secretly sincere movie that I'm in called Stress Positions, directed by my friend Theda Hamill. Also featuring a beautiful ensemble, sprawling ensemble cast. This is me in Upside Down, bent over, as usual. I bring this up because one of the references for our Stress Positions poster was the American Happiness poster, which is also done like a kind of comic book drawing, and it's a beautiful like way to represent the whole ensemble without doing that kind of like, I feel like people usually want to market ensemble movies with like a dignified like picture, like photo of each actor, and then it looks like If These Walls Could Talk 14. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. Go see Stress Positions. I'm John Early. Thank you, movie. Thank you, Poster Itachi. This has been huge.